Hello, 6th graders. We are on area and circumference of circles, and this is 11.3 and 11.4 out of your textbook. And our learning target today is I can find the area and circumference of a circle. Okay, some vocab words that we need to know. Circle. Okay, we need to know what makes a shape a circle. Center, that is going to be the middle of our circle, the middle point. Diameter. Diameter is the distance across a circle through its center. So it's going to be this part all the way across here. That's our diameter. Circumference, that's the distance around a circle, so on the outside. Radius. Radius is the distance from the center to any point of the circle. So that is just going halfway across the circle. Okay, and pi. Okay, so pi is a number. We use 3.14, and it's used when we are finding the area and circumference of a circle. Okay, to find the circumference of a circle, the circumference of a circle is equal to its diameter times pi, or 2 times its radius times pi. So these two equations we want to make sure that we have for circumference. Circumference equals pi times diameter. Okay, D represents diameter. Or circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius, and R represents radius. All right, looking at finding circumference, okay, we are using 3.14 for pi, and we're going to round to the nearest tenth if necessary. So on here, remember our two equations, circumference equals 2 pi r, so 2 times the radius, or pi times diameter. Now in this case, since we are given the radius, they give us halfway across the circle, we are going to use the equation that includes the radius. So 2 times pi times the radius, which is 4. Now I go on my calculator. 2 times pi, or 3.14, times 4, and the circumference equals 25 and 12/100 feet. Next one, this time they give us the diameter, the distance all the way across. So I'm going to use pi times diameter, which is 63. So now I would type in 3.14 for pi times 63. Type that into my calculator. And, oops, let's go back for just a quick second. Round to the nearest tenth. So on this one, it would be 25. Rounded to the nearest tenth is the one spot. 0.1 feet. On this one, I get 197 and 82/100. Round to the nearest tenth. Look at the number in the hundredth spot. 5 or below, we leave the number alone. So 197 and 8/10 inches. All right, try these ones on your own and then come back and check. So find the circumference of a circle with a radius of 21 inches. So circumference equals 2 pi times the radius of 21. 2 times 21, plug in 3.14 for pi. This time it doesn't say anything for rounding, so I'm going to just leave it. 131 and 88/100 inches. Next one, this time we are using 22/7 for pi. So circumference equals, this time they're given the diameter, so pi times diameter. For pi, 22/7 times by 70. 70/1. I can use my shortcuts. 22 times 10, 220 inches. And last one. This time we're given the radius, so 2 pi r. So 2, we are using 22/7 for the pi, and the radius is 7/8. Let's start with our two fractions. The 7's cancel. So we have 2. 22 times 1 is 22. 8 times 1 is 8. Okay. 2 times 22 is 44. 1 times 8 is 8. And we could simplify that, dividing them both by 4. 44 divided by 4 is 11. 8 divided by 4 is 2. All right, now we have area of a circle. The area of the circle equals the product of pi and the square of its radius. Okay, so in math, our formula is pi r squared. Okay? So on here, find the area of a circle with a radius of 2 inches. Okay, so area equals pi r squared. Pi, I'm going to use 3.14. For the radius, 2, and that's squared. Now when something is squared, remember that means multiplied by itself. So 3.14. 2 multiplied by itself, 2 times 2 is 4. Now I multiply 3.14 times 4. Area 12.56 inches. Again, we're talking area, so it's squared. All right, find the area of a circle with a radius of 3.2 centimeters. Round to the nearest tenth. Okay, you could try this one on your own, and then also we have a quarter one to try after that. But area equals pi times radius squared. Our radius is 3.2 squared. So in my calculator, I go 3.2 squared. So that's 3.2 times 3.2. And then I take my answer, pi times 10.24. And again, for pi, type in 3.14. And my area rounded to the nearest tenth. So with the hundredths place, when rounding to the nearest tenth, look to the hundredths place, 5 or above, raise the score. So 32.2 centimeters squared. Okay. Now for this next one, we have a quarter here that is 24 millimeters in the diameter, but we need the radius. Okay, so we just want halfway across. And the radius is always half of the diameter. So we take the diameter and we divide it by 2. And 24 divided by 2 equals 12. So our radius is equal to 12. Now when we plug that in, 3.14 times 12 squared. Well, 12 squared is 12 times 12, which is 144. So we take 144 times 3.14. And our area, 452.16 millimeters squared. All right, you can go back and re-watch any part of this video that you are still stuck on. Otherwise, look in the online textbook at the examples, and you can watch the tutor videos. Otherwise, go ahead and take your 11.3/11.4 NICU at this time.